You may have heard of something called the Great Resignation. The number of people leaving their jobs has increased a lot in the last decade. And among those staying, the levels of engagement are as low as ever. And what exactly is the big deal here? Well, an unhappy workforce will lead to bad customer experience. And without customer satisfaction, your business will eventually fail. Very often, workers are unhappy due to a cultural disconnection with the workplace, and they dislike the social dynamics and they don't see any relevance in what they do. The only reason they are there is because they have bills to pay in the end of the month, but they will leave as soon as they have an opportunity. The central assumption of this course is that in order to have customer satisfaction and then financial health, we have to make adjustments to the culture of the organization, and we need leaders who will embody these adjustments. You may be tempted here to organize another leaders bootcamp and find a motivational speaker who will tell them about the 5 steps to work happiness. But you know that after a couple of weeks, everyone is back to their old way of thinking and doing things. As Barry O'Reilly says in his great book Unlearn, for the most part, the learning doesn't lead to better organizational performance because people soon revert to their old ways of doing things. The way to think differently is to act differently. When you act differently, you start to see and experience the world differently, impacting your mindset as a result. So you need more than training or motivation. You need a framework to build better leadership practices on it, and then people will start acting differently. I have been using objectives and key results for this purpose, and with surprising results. And I discovered it by accident. Some of my clients were getting better and better employee satisfaction scores as they implemented and used OKRs. And I began to hear phrases like, I've never felt so happy in my work before, or now I know how this organization values my opinion and ideas. I also noticed managers changing their leadership style and adopting a more inclusive and empathic attitude. Communication was clearer and better. Meetings were shorter and more effective. Performance increased, innovation and collaboration improved. Some of these results are expected from an OKR implementation, but I began to notice that any organization can reap benefits beyond the usual if they have OKRs as a framework not just to manage priorities, but also to make cultural adjustments and improve leadership. In his book, How, Dov Seidman says that to be a leading organization, we have to be an organization of leaders. And to be an organization of leaders, we have to move from command and control to aligned autonomy and connect and collaborate. From tasks-based jobs to values-based missions. In this course, you will learn how to implement OKRs in a way to become an organization of leaders and a leading organization.